Hello, you're watching Hornbill TV. Nagas and Nagaland is gearing up for the festive season that is soon approaching, with many already planning their itinerary for the upcoming season. Yet with the festive mood being highly infectious, in today's special episode on Hornbill TV, we will be focusing on matters that are scourging the Naga Society. In today's conversation, we will be focusing on the organization called Against Corruption and Unabated Taxation, or ACOUT, the deeply rooted corruption in Naga society, and also delve into the contentious Naga political talks. And today at Hornbill TV, we have with us such a personality that has had a jubilant career, be it in bureaucracy, social service, student leader, and also as an anti-corruption warrior. He is Sir Ntsemo Ngullie, who is a social worker, but that's not all, folks. Sir Ntsemo Ngullie is also the founder member of Nagaland Tribes Council, Central Nagaland Tribes Council, and Against Corruption and Unabated Taxation. He is also served as ex-General Secretary of the Naga Council, was ex-Chairman of the Dimapur Lotha Hoho. Sir has also served as ex-President and General Secretary of the Nagaland Students Federation. Sir Ntsemo Ngullie has also served as the former chairman of the Nagaland Beekeeping and Honey Mission and was also the former vice president of BJP Nagaland. Well, if that's not called an accomplished career, then I wonder what is. But without wasting any more time, let me introduce you to Sir Ntsemo Ngullie. Well, sir, first of all, thank you so much for giving us time at Hornbill TV and congratulations on such a jubilant career. I don't know whether I introduced you correctly or whether you liked my introduction, but sir, is there anything you want to add? And also, while doing that, sir, in all these years of public service, what are some of the most memorable memories for you as you just go through your own life's journey? Are there any memorable moments that you'd like to mention, sir?
Yes, thank you so much, Hornbill. It's a pleasure.
Thank you so much.
People call me Ntsemo Ngullie. I don't have any nickname, but Ntsemo Ngullie. So I was born in 1951 when the Nagas were going through a time when we had to fight for our rights.
Yes.
And that was the year when Nagas has taken a referendum called Please Be Said to test the strength of the Nagas and to test in front of the government of India and the world that protecting Naga rights is a right, inherited right, which the Nagas has given 99.9%. So this result was sent to UNO, I was told. Our late Jasugi, former Chief Minister of Nagaland, he went to Goima all the way from Konoma, and unfortunately his motorbike broke down on the way, and he could not send the message properly. So when I went to London, I inquired about this, whether the result of Please Be Said has reached UNO. They said it is reached, but UNO could not take a proper step on the issue because the Indian government has intervened and the Nagas don't have any representative in the UNO. That's what I've learned.
Okay, sir.
So this is the history, and the Nagas are still fighting for our rights, and we shall have to continue to fight till our aim is achieved.
So, all right, now moving on to the topics mentioned above. Sir, I would first like to speak about the organization which you are a founder. So, now heading back into the main conversation, so talking about ACOUT, or rather Against Corruption and Unabated Taxation. So, when it was formed around 2012 to 2013, so please correct me if I'm wrong, but that is my knowledge. So, when the ACOUT was formed, like what made you and the founding members decide that, this time we have to make account. We have to make an organization called against corruption or unabated taxation. Why? What was the main reason all you founders gathered together and formed the organization called account?
I was General Secretary Naga Council at that time.
Yes.
Most of the Naga tribes who are here in Nagaland, in Ntsemo, they are a member of the Naga Council. So they have given me the responsibility to be the convener.
Yes.
I was happy. Friends elected me.
Yes.
Mr. Joel and myself,
Yes.
Ringma representative,
Yes.
we wanted to, at least to some extent, control the unabated taxation and extortion.
Yes.
We discussed, 3-4 rounds of discussion was held, and we decided to go to the people. Mr. Joel and myself, we have given our motto: one government, one taxation. Taxation through legal means. It is the authority of the government to impose tax on its subjects. That is all right. But here, unabated taxation is, rather we call it extortion.
Yes.
So many groups have come up. Nagas were divided,
Yes.
especially Dimapur, we could not stay. The mothers, the people who are maintaining the kitchen, they suffer a lot. You know, taxation on this motor vehicle
Okay.
by different section,
Yes.
they used to impose 20,000, 25,000 yearly tax per one vehicle.
Okay.
Just imagine. So we thought we shall build the national workers. There should be one organization like NNC before. We shall give tax. It's all right for the Nagas. They are doing for our future. They are fighting for our rights. We shall give. No problem. But unabated taxation, extortion, we shall not allow. So we go in one government, one tax. That refers to our national workers, not government taxation.
Yes.
We are not against that. In that way we started. We request all the intellectuals, social workers, leaders
Yes.
from all tribes, and on 31st October 2013 we had a public rally.
Yes.
Many speakers like respected K.K. Sima, Mr. Lohe, Uncle Tevalovi, like that. They have explained to the public that it should be like that. We meet our leaders in IM group. We meet our leaders in U group, Kehue, and this our IM headquarters at Indangi.
Okay.
We discussed trade and beer. They also agree, yes, this is wrong. But the problem is that so many factions,
Yes.
no one could maintain them unless they tax the people. If taxation is normal, it's okay. People will pay. But extortion and unwanted tax, this has suffered in Nagas. So in that way we work, we go in that one government, one tax. I think to some extent it is affected. When having a meeting with our national workers, they also agree. But slowly and steadily again, things have become like this. Nagas are divided. So many factions. So who will maintain the faction?
All right, sir. Now coming back to this point, because at one point of time, as a youth myself of Nagaland, it was the association called ACOUT, or the organization called ACOUT, or rather against corruption and unabated taxation. So during that time, it took the whole Naga society by storm, because you were voicing out the real concerns of the Naga public. But over the past few years, we have felt, and the general public have felt too, that the ACOUT has fizzled out. So do you think that there are certain reasons applicable to why the ACOUT is no more as famous as it used to be during 2013 to 2018? And also, sir, in one way, do you believe that many of the leaders of ACOUT have now joined their own political parties? Do you believe that these movements of your leaders, which ACOUT was a non-political organization fighting and voicing the rights of the people, but now some of your founder members have joined political parties. So do you believe that this was also one of the reasons why ACOUT lost its shine?
Yes, that is very right. But ACOUT is a social organization.
Yes.
We don't have the authority, like the government, to impose our wishes and our will. At the same time, there are problems where we cannot maintain ourselves.
Okay, sir.
Naga Council, we were supporting them, but again, when we were fighting against the unabated taxation, Naga Council was giving lump sum amount of taxation from small departments.
Okay, sir.
But I said, when we were fighting against this, why should we take tax from the public? Naga Council also, we have not allowed to take that one also. And that way, in the long run, we could not survive because there is no economic support to the movement. At the same time, we could not go on prolonging our activities because of economic reason.
All right.
As a social workers, they have their different organization, but many blame the civil societies that they are imposing taxes. No. Some of our national workers, I've seen in the paper and the YouTube, that civil societies are imposing a tax on different items. No, it was never. And we have never imposed any tax, any donation with anybody. If someone is willing to help, it is at their own discretion.
Right.
We never impose. But still the spirit is going on. The idea of controlling this is going on. That's why just recently I've discussed with our interlocutor, Mr. Mishra.
Yes.
I told him, look, sir, unfortunately, Naga society is divided, so many factions. Just I'm telling you my opinion. If since agreements are met, whether framework agreement or agreed position, you have agreed to do something for the political issue, to solve it, why not help these people by way of lump sum rehabilitation, by granting some lump sum? And why not you don't implement those agreements?
Yes.
He said that I'll come to Timopur and we'll discuss, but our fear is that when Nagas are not united, when they are divided like this, if we implement these things, there will be bloodshed.
Okay.
So what is your suggestion? I said, we have amended that government.
Yes.
We are a sovereign nation.
Yes.
Indian Constitution, through Indian Constitution, Nagaland Legislative Assembly is run.
Yes.
They make laws. We have given the mandate.
Yes.
And as far as I know, law and order in Nagaland is concerned, it is with the bureaucracy for the central government.
Yes.
It is with the governor. Why don't you think about this? He told me, I'll come to Dimapur and we shall discuss. So I want to appeal to the government of Nagaland under the leadership of our respected Honorable Chief Minister. They are united,
Yes.
opposition-less government.
Yes.
The central government is ready to help us.
Yes.
Just keep the issue pending like this, and go on exhorting people, go on fighting among ourselves. This will not help us. That's why Naga political should be solved. Whether we like it or not, practical things we shall have to do.
Yes.
We will not go on building a castle in the air,
Yes.
a utopian society. Where we talk about sovereignty, where we talk about this and that, which is not, as of now, practicable.
Yes.
So we have to change our strategy, and I think that we shall have to fight through
Balance.
disobedience movement, civil movement.
Nagas.
We should have to start through non-violence, as our forefathers has done, as our NNC has done. We shall have to fight for our rights through non-cooperation movement, through civil disobedience movement, through non-violent method. We cannot fight with India with arms.
Yes.
That everybody knows. India is a superpower. And the Nagas, who were divided by British, by Indians, we have been kept like this. If we want to fight through non-violence, if not, we cannot fight with arms to these big nations. Some of our leaders have said, if not, when we shall solve our problem?
Yes.
When government of India is so sincere, led by our Honorable Prime Minister, when our people want to solve the issue, why not we solve it
Yes.
through the unification of our people? That's what I used to think.
All right, sir. We'll come back to the Naga peace talks, but I want to go back to your the organization that you're a founder of, which is ACOUT. Sir, do you think you are fighting a two-pronged battle? Because if you look at the full form of ACOUT, it's against corruption and also unabated taxation, which you have also called it extortion activities. So if you look at it in one aspect of it, this ACOUT is also fighting corruption, which is basically government machinery. And then you're fighting against unabated taxation, which is extortion, like you called it, extortion from certain groups. So, sir, did you find it like a two-pronged battle? Did you find it like a challenge, fighting corruption also? Because there was a movement where you had exposed how in the public distribution scam there was such a big corruption going on, and then there is this photographic memory of Mr. K.K. Sema being shot at with a water cannon, and that was the movement that was led by ACOUT. So do you think you were fighting two battles, one with the government of Nagaland and also one rather not calling a battle but also telling that yes, we do support the Naga movement but we do not support extortion and you bringing more distress to the normal Naga family? So do you think you guys were fighting two battles and the challenge was too big for ACOUT?
No. The challenge, as you mentioned, it is corruption and unabated taxation.
Yes.
Corruption is not only with the national workers.
Yes.
Corruption is with the government also.
Yes.
All of us are involved. Now, you just recently, I have seen in the YouTube about Mangulumba,
Okay, sir.
construction of government high school,
All right.
construction of road.
Yes.
Work has not been done, but
The money.
even the recommendation of the Lok Ayuda, they said the work is completed, like that. But the complainant is telling that it is not done.
Yes.
So is not this corruption?
Yes.
Corruption, we blame the government, but the public also involved. The reason is Nagas are poor people. We were uncivilized. We were killing one another, hunting our heads.
Yes.
Now, at this stage, Christianity came to Nagaland and they spread the education and the gospel of forgiveness. Through that, we were a little bit tamed. We were controlled. All on a sudden, we were thrown to the world of civilization, progress, and industrialization, money politics. So when the Naga people, poor people, has reached that stage, we could not control ourselves.
Yes.
There is a saying, if you kill a pigling, at least you have to boil the blood and intestines in it. So people who are handling the government resources, they could not control themselves. They become corrupted. In the past, it was not like that. I worked with finance minister and chief secretary. At that point of time, I never knew those ministers and leaders used to take money. But recently I came to learn that this our ministers and directors are taking 10%, 5%, and for mobilization purpose they are taking 5%, something like that.
All right.
Is not this a corrupt practice? So we have to fight in all fronts. A court will fight for corruption, will fight for unabated taxation. We will fight for this extortion. If we don't fight and leave it like that, it will be very difficult for our future generation to survive. I have come to know that there are more than 80,000 graduate unemployed. Matriculates and all this combined, it is more than 1 lakh in Nagaland. And we all know that government cannot accommodate them all. What about our people meal? It is gone. Crores and crores of money was spent for infrastructure. What about our sugar mill? What about our distillery? Sometimes Nagas are very hypocrite, very pretending. They don't do what they preach. Somehow, as I said, Christianity has tamed us.
Yes.
We talk about customary law. We talk about our Article 371A. The Parliament of India cannot do without the permission of Nagaland Legislative Assembly on these issues, customary laws, land and its resources, culture, protection is given. But we cannot use that one.
Yes.
You know, customary law is very funny. When my clan people in my village, same clan, we don't allow them to marry. They married. They were chased out from my village. But where they will go, they came to the town at Chikedong. They are running very good hotel. In one village, a murderer was expelled. They came and settled at Wuka. They are doing very good business. See, our Kashmiri law also depends on forgiveness.
Yes.
If we compromise, forgive one another, our Kashmiri can be used.
Yes.
But in the modern society, this Kashmiri law cannot be used because it is not properly codified.
Yes.
Nagaland Legislative Assembly is not doing anything to codify this, to make it a law. Kashmiri differs from one village to another.
Yes.
How in this modern civilization we can use our Kashmiri law? This is the problem we are facing. Now, as you said,
Yes, sir.
two fronts we will fight. Depends on the issue.
Okay, sir.
Corruption, unpaid decision, Phek war appointments and all these things, we shall continue to fight.
All right.
Because some of our Naga civil societies has failed miserably.
Okay, sir.
They are not properly mandated.
Okay, sir.
Some leaders, they are leaders for 10 years, 20 years without achieving anything.
Yes.
That's how a court came to fight the corruption, to fight the unpaid taxation, to fight the extortion. But all this problem, especially the national movement, because of unsolved Naga political issue. It continue like this, and it will continue. And how long will it continue? What about the future of younger generations? This is the problem we shall have to think very seriously on this issue.
So you just spoke about civil society organizations in which you had stated that during the formation of ACOUT, the ACOUT also had received a lot of support from various civil society organizations.
Yes.
And in 2013, 2014, the ACOUT had taken out a public march in which they had proclaimed that we are an organization, the Naga Public has had enough with corruption, they've had enough with unabated taxation. So in this regard, in the year 2024, 2023 itself, there have been various instances where if you take, for example, the incident that took place in Kohima, where a contractor was served the death penalty by a certain group, in which, after which there was a huge uproar and cry by the Angami Youth Organization and several Angami organizations, in which the whole people of Kohima as a district, they united and went for a march. Then you take the account of Dipupar too, when there was a case in which the Dipupar Village Council organized a peace rally from Dipupar up to a certain point, after which the Dimapur Ao Youth Organization also had a certain protest movement. So do you believe there is a change in the society as of 2024 when it comes to issues like this? Because in the year 2013 to 2014, many issues were taboo. People weren't speaking out openly because they were scared. Do you think that the generation that is coming up is becoming, are they getting tired of these issues? That is why do you feel that this CSOs, also community social organizations, they are also coming up and standing out their voice? And do you find that with such participation, or rather involvement, do you think it's a good sign for the Naga future?
Yes, naturally it is a good sign. Now, as I said earlier,
Yes.
how long we shall tolerate?
Yes.
Now, you see, even in the present trend,
Yes.
you have heard about this,
Yes.
impeachment. We have so many presidents and prime ministers, and if we see the trend, the elder leaders,
Yes.
the Purana Olas, they were being impeached.
Yes.
NNC level, Zopra group has impeached Brigadier Shangya, president. His group has impeached Zopra.
Yes.
The trend I used to see is the younger leaders, they are throwing away the elder leaders who are more experienced,
Yes.
who are more knowledgeable about the movement, like in the unification.
Yes.
JTPL has been impeached.
Yes.
Another group, even in the Tongo group, things are happening like that. Impeachment. Very fortunate. There is no division in the IM group. They are standing together. We have to appreciate that. But in other group, they are fighting among themselves, fighting for leadership. In one way, it is because maybe because of the leadership crisis, power struggle. But the trend is what I am experiencing today is the younger leaders are opposing the elder leaders. I don't know what type of leadership we shall produce. We shall have to see. And one very good thing is the emergence of social media.
Yes.
It has liberated the people,
Yes.
the younger generation. They are aware of their rights. They are aware of the issues they are facing. So they will rise up like that and it will continue. That's why we shall have to have an understanding and a dialogue among the people, and we shall have to work to maintain peace and to bring solution to the issues. Even if we continue like this, it will not be possible. I could see a man like Dr. S. Chami, like Mr. Imna Along, like Mr. Patton. They are started talking about the right, the mind of the central government, and the situation in Nagaland. This is this is very good sign.
Yes.
They are courageous enough to speak the truth. If not, our legislators, our leaders also, when they have promised to uphold the integrity, unity, and the sovereignty and the Constitution of India, they are very silent to tell this truth to the people. They have the mandate of the people. They should have the courage to speak the truth and tell the people that a spade is a spade. Let us not continue to stay like this.
Yes.
And they should lead. And as you said, the younger generation is really a war after rights because of our media, because of our communication, because in Nagaland also coming up,
Yes.
your reporters, anything that happened, they are reporting very nicely, and we are very happy.
So I'm really glad to hear that. So one of the main points that you had pointed out ever since the start and up to today. So one thing that you've made it clear is that the Naga society is very divided.
Yes.
Now when you come to as a Naga, even the Naga movement is our birthright. We as a Naga, we have our own rights. But when you talk about the Naga political movement, in today's time in 2024, sir, I don't have the correct data, but as to what I'm aware, sir, we now in Nagaland itself, we have 26 Naga political groups. So I do not know how many groups were there during your time, but unfortunately or fortunately for my time, we now have 26. Even the English alphabet has only 26 letters. So some of the public comments are such that now if there is a new group, they'll have to take numbers rather than alphabets. So in this regard, sir, do you believe that with the division of the Naga political groups, which were about handful, but now it's more than 20, 25, 26. So do you think this is a good sign? And also, all these 26 groups are saying that we are fighting for the Naga cause. So don't you think this is only dividing the society more and more? And how will we attain unity, which all the leaders talk about, stating that Naga should be united, Naga should be united. But when you have 26 groups, even that lone Naga person, who is he supposed to listen to? Don't you think this is breaking down our society even more?
Correct. Now, I will tell you like this. Naga society is broken because they have the law to check this, but they are not implementing. Our leaders, because of the fear of their life.
Yes.
Because when 16-point agreement was signed, Dr. M. Ngullie was shot dead. When people try to solve the Naga problem, it is divided.
Yes.
When sixth round of talks was failed in 1966-67, division came, revolutionary government was formed.
Yes.
Whether our leaders are aware of this or not, when revolutionary government was formed, I have a discussion with Mr. Ntsemo. At that time, he was the additional commissioner in Hoboto. Now, every arrangement was met by the government of India and Nagaland without the knowledge of even this ADC. Arrangement was met, army people came, and when General Mo and his group arrived in Nagaland, they were welcomed very happily, and they said, you deposit your arms here, and you send at least 10 carts to guard this ammunition, and we will send 10 carts to guard this ammunition. Like that, the revolutionary government has welcomed Mr. General Mo like this, and they were captured. Arms were taken away. General Mo was taken to Chakabama by helicopter, and he was sent to jail. Like the division creeping from there.
All right.
And some of our leaders shall have to die for that. General Kaida was killed on this issue. So, division started there. Nagas wanted to have something that it was not given. We were denied our rights by the government of India. They have the power. We negotiate. But they dictate the points and issues.
Yes.
Integration of Naga contiguous area, it is very clear and 9 point of the 16th agreement.
Yes. That was not for.
Now they say the issue will not be discussed. That is the mentality of the government of India,
Yes.
by the successive government.
Yes.
Nehru said, even if the blood run like rivers, even if the land is smushed and becomes sand, I will not allow the Nagas to get independent. We blame the Congress government. When Canada government came, Morarji Desai, the Prime Minister of India, went to London, and what he discussed? I will exterminate the Nagas. That is the mentality of our leaders in the past. I have the privilege of meeting Morarji Desai 2 times as a student activist. One from Delhi, one from Koima. he told us, if you say that you are a Naga, I will never discuss anything with you. You go back. When we said, introduce, he is the president of Naga Federation, like that. He said, who is giving you the position of president? We have only one president in India. Who is giving you that position? He started scolding us. I said, look, sir, we have come all the way from Kohima to Delhi to meet you. So why don't you discuss properly with us? We are concerned for the Nagas. Mrs. Rano Saiza was there, we witnessed. Mr. Tomomo was there. We have come to tell you about our problems. You are prime ministers. We are your people. So if you talk like that, we are like your children. How we shall discuss? Then he started his saying like this. If you children try to detect the parents has got every right to slap you. Then he said, I'll come up to Kohima and discuss. So when he came up to Kohima, we went, the same thing he told us. You said you are Indians. Don't talk about Nagas. That was the mentality of our leaders in the past. Vajpayee, I met him. He is very accessible, amiable. Modi, I met him. He is very accessible, communicable, humble. Like that, this is the mentality of our leaders. So in what way we shall solve our problem? Moreover, as I said earlier, Nagas are really divided. We cannot speak the truth. And unless something is done to solve this Naga political issue, it is dragged on for so many years. And how can we give this inheritance of trouble, suffering to our younger generation? We shall have to think it very seriously. The leaders, the social workers, the politicians, we have to solve this. And this is the opportunity for us.
So coming back, sir, do you think increase of more than 26 Naga national political groups will help find solution? Because now we have 26. Back then, the parent organization was just NNC. But today, if you have to look at it, each one is an individual body. So with 26 Naga bodies, do you believe that we are going to achieve a solution or agreement anytime soon?
Never. Because it is not the only factions. It is very good. We have opposition-less government. The credit goes to our Honorable Chief Minister, Mr. Rio. Overground people are united. In a democratic system, through electoral process, we give the mandate to our leaders. All right. During election, you see, sometimes 100%, 90% we vote. That shows that we are a democratic people, we elect our people, and they shall have to lead us.
Yes.
A section of people, they have given the mandate, they are not listening to our leaders. How much they are also doing? Political Affairs Committee, meeting after meeting, central leaders, undergrounds, this and that. But some of our leaders, national workers, They never respect. They also vote. They never respect their mandate. They don't listen to our leaders. That is the problem we are facing. And a divided society, a divided house, we shall never achieve. I don't have any hope with this fragmented society. Unless we return, unless we repent and unite and fight for our rights through a non-violent method, through civil disobedience movement, through non-cooperation movement, as I mentioned earlier.
Yes.
That is the only alternative.
All right, sir. Now talking about just about today. Well, in the papers, it was quite alarming to hear that the NSA and IM, they have called for a third party for the implementation of the framework agreement signed in 2015. Or else it has said that it will resort to armed resistance, violent armed resistance against the Indian army, or rather the Indian government. Well, sir, should the normal Naga public be worried about such statements? And do you think by stating, or rather giving such statements, Nagaland is going to return to those bloody years of 1980s and the 70s with such statements being made? And in this regard, how can the Naga public also help?
Yes. See, the statement given by our IM groups, it is their vision. Version. They are not satisfied. They have got every right to talk. They have got every right to let their dissatisfaction known to the people. That is their side. But as they mentioned earlier, there are two entities: Government of India, Government of IM. Now, that is subject to discussion.
Okay.
If they are not satisfied through negotiation, why not they discuss again? Yeah, just recently on 12th September, there was a consultative meeting at Koima, where they have passed a resolution that they will appoint a negotiator in the level of minister. That is well and okay. But as I understand, the discussion is going on between two entities in the Prime Minister level. Any interlocutor that is authorized by the Prime Minister to discuss on his behalf, why not they discuss again and solve the issue? And if the Government of India also, if they really want to solve the Naga issue, why not they also have a sympathy for us? Our national workers also, they are suffering. They have suffered a lot.
Yes.
So why not central government also consider this issue in a sympathetic way? We are happy that government of Nagaland is very sincere and advocating the peace process, and they are doing their best. But central government also should listen to the call of the people. If they think that Nagas are their people, they shall have to think twice. Unless it is done, fighting will not solve our problem, as I say. You are aware of this?
Yes.
Now we are not fighting in the land. We are fighting it in the air, through missiles, through nuclear weapons. Fighting with India will not help us. The only solution is through peaceful negotiation. I very clearly told this to Uncle Muiva, Uncle Isaac, in the past 2-3 times. So, if we continue like this, we'll suffer again. So central government also, the state government also, these people which are fragmenting Naga cause, Naga Society, ceasefire agreement, whom they have signed, they have to respect that and implement the points. And those who are splinter, after the agreement, they should take action also.
Right.
Law and order, as I said, it is with the governor. And governor is the agent of the central government.
Yes.
They should act. They should love the aspiration and the wishes of the people,
Yes.
whom are their subjects, their people, the citizens.
All right, sir. I think we seem to have run out of time, but thank you so much for joining us on Hornbill TV and sharing your wonderful wisdom to all the viewers and the younger generations of Nagaland and to all those viewers that will be watching you. You've shared such an inspiring message, and we hope that this message could be carried out by the younger generations who you have so much hope upon. Thank you so much. Well, that was Ntsemo Ngullie, and he just spoke about his journey all this while, whether be it in the social sector or be it in schools or be it through social organizations. Sir gave a very clear idea as to how this whole Naga peace process and the Naga political talk started, in which it started off with a very genuine reason, but somehow fragments after fragments, Mr. Ngullie has also declared, or rather agreed, that today's Naga society is very divided, and until the Naga society unites and looks to fight for their own Naga rights and their Naga cause, well, there could be a solution very soon. But Mr. Ngullie has also specifically mentioned, and to put it in caps lock, that this whole Naga, the solution to the Naga peace talks cannot be succeeded through violence. It could only be done through peaceful negotiations, through civil disobedience movements, through non-cooperation movements, which in hope that the Nagas will unite again. Well, Hornbill TV will bring you such more reputed guests to hear their vision, to hear their wisdom, so that us, the younger generation, can also learn, or rather experience, a bit of Naga history. Well, that was all for this our special show. For more shows like this, keep watching Hornbill TV.